So, hello, Cancer, and welcome back to Divine Rebel. My name is Racy, and I'm going to be giving the message for you today. Please keep in mind this is for Cancer suns and those with significant Cancerian placements in their chart. So if you know how what house Cancer rules or what's in there, it might be able to give you some really specific insights into those areas of your life. Even your Cancer sun, see what house Cancer rules and what your sun sign what your sun placement actually falls into, right? For those of you not familiar with me or the channel, I have no filter and I don't sugarcoat my messages. So if that is not your thing, or you have children around, or you just don't appreciate that kind of a reading, I'm always very respectful of that. I'm giving you the opportunity to sign off now. Otherwise, we're getting into this. And Cancer, I'm going to admit, I got quite a few very specific possible scenarios that may or may not resonate with you. One of them might. I'm telling you guys, I got some specific messages, so take them as they resonate for you. If it doesn't resonate, please do not force it to fit. Leave the whole reading out, the piece of it out. Go back to it later to better understand it, okay? But there's a reason why we're receiving this message so far towards the end of the month for the first time, because this hindsight energy is what I believe is going to be most helpful to you looking back on the month of November, as you have already lived it and know what you've been thinking about and processing and going through. So the advice from Spirit, the affirmation. Spirit wants you to remember, I love and approve of myself. Cancer, you have to love and approve of yourself. That means your whole self, including your past self. You have to love that self and approve of that self. That self made the best choices it could make in its own ignorance at the time. And now that you know more now than you did then, or have witnessed an evolution of something, you're able to love and approve of the choices and decisions you're making now. Even if the old version would have done different, or if a better version of you in the future would say, well, you could have done better now. But the fact of the matter is, the choice you're making now is the best one for you. The choice you're making now, even if it goes against previous choices you've made, is the best choice you're making now. You have to love the version of yourself that made the old choices, and you have to love the new person that you are making the new choices. So I love and approve of myself. The back of the card says, I appreciate all that I do. I am good enough just as I am. I speak up for myself, I ask for what I want, and I claim my power. There is nothing wrong with who you are or anything you've ever chosen. And you're going to make beautiful choices moving forward too. Now, the angels that came forward, we have Archangel Raziel, which is the Archangel of Magic. And we have Archangel Jophiel, which is the Angel of Beauty. There's beauty, literally, in the magic of people, yourself and others, right? Archangel Raziel in clairvoyance is clear seeing. You're seeing clearly. Raziel is helping your spiritual sight to awaken fully so you can clearly see heavenly love. To see is to bear witness. To bear witness is to watch something manifest. Watching the shift. Watching the change, watching the evidence that supports a new perspective, a new choice. Clear your space is about getting rid of the clutter. Clear the energy around you and use Feng Shui. Clear toxic people and places out. You're seeing people clearly for who they are, as toxic or deeply connected in understanding. Deeply connected in understanding. Someone is either connected to you and understands you and is in consideration of you, or they are not. You're distinguishing the difference within yourself on how to designate where you're putting your energy. Definitively, beyond a doubt. You're seeing clearly how others are carrying themselves in your life now, specifically for someone. And I say this because looking at the cards that came out from the psychic, the tarot, the psychic heart tarot. Is that what it is? The psychic tarot for the heart. I got 3 cards in a row with a brown-haired man with a beard. A beard. If you're going through this healing energy of seeing clearly and clearing out the old part of yourselves that you're having a hard time loving and approving of, you may literally have a dark-haired man with a full fucking beard, a full beard, because he has a full beard in these cards, who you have a very deep soul history with. And I say deep because it's the 6 of Cups that first presents. It's possibly a father and son dynamic, where it was written in the records, the Akashic records, their soul history, that they have a deep bond beyond time, right? And clarified by the Foolish Man, which is the Fool card, which is typically Aryan energy. It's Plutonian. The symbol for Pluto is boldly on the card. In the waves. This is a person from your past where the past was emotionally rocky as fuck. Because that's the big part of the image of this card, the Foolish Man from the Hermetic Tarot, that's standing out to me about it. This is a man who, in the Foolish Man, didn't have a beard yet. He wasn't yet a man, right? This is the journey of about a boy who became a man in your experience or yourself, right? Especially if you're a Cancer man. He may sometimes have a goatee. Okay? We'll allow it. All right? But this person has gone through the journey. He's taken the Fool's journey, the leap of faith on himself. This is someone you have a very deep, deep soul connection with. There is divine trust between you. Regardless of the past, right? Even if the past was emotionally turbulent. From the 6 of Cups, it transforms into the Emperor. This man is not just present, he is a forever present guide in your mind, right, on the subconscious, because there's even a ghost of him or a shadow of him behind himself. He leaves his mark wherever he goes. You cannot erase him from your soul memory. Why? He's the Emperor. I was literally just having a conversation earlier today where I was comparing the Emperor to a father, just like I would like the king, right? The king is the father, no different than maybe the Congress or whatever is like, quote unquote, the mother energy, right? In the dynamic of the two. But anyway, we were talking about the Emperor being a father. So of course I'm feeling like that's significant, right? Because this is someone who is extremely significant, not to the point that they are literally taking over your reading. And if this is you, Cancer, and you're this man, then this is about you simply loving yourself and the connection you have with another so much that you would be foolish even if you had to walk off the cliff. Even if that meant walking off the cliff, right? The foolish energy, even if it's walking off the cliff to their quote-unquote death. They have re-emerged as the Emperor. And they have this scroll of divine wisdom with all of this experience, especially if they're dealing with a Sagittarius, or if you're dealing with a Sagittarius or there's a Sagittarius present, because we have the Temperance card here. This is major, major healing. Major healing. This is finding the authentic self, right? Alchemizing into the authentic self, the best version of themselves. Followed by the Two of Cups with the Queen of Swords. So you could be dealing with a Libra as well, right? Queen of Swords is Libra energy. So you have strong Arian and Plutonian energy, which may be connecting your charts, and there's Sagittarian energy present that's influencing, and Libran energy who is present and influencing. And the Two of Cups, which is coming together. This is about you and another, because this is the first actual feminine energy on the card. And the man in the Two of Cups, the coming together card, is much bigger presenting on the card. I think this person has gone through such an evolution that they understand love on a bigger level than you could imagine as of yet, and it's coming together. The two pieces of the heart from the broken past are mending, right? The brokenness of the past is mending. Whoever this energy is, this masculine energy, if it's not a man, right? If it's truly not a man, even though I am inclined to say definitively that it is. If this energy is not a man and it is strictly a masculine energy, this person is bringing in such a balance. Whatever the healing is, allowing this man's present to be fully present in your life, and possibly the lives of children, right? Because of the Six of Cups we started the month with. And ending with the Six of Coin, right? The Six of Cups turns into the Six of Coin. The emotion turns into manifestation by the end. And there's giving and receiving. Balanced giving and receiving. There is nothing but healing truth, nothing but healing perspectives, nothing but confidence in the self that is reassured and reaffirmed and given. Nothing but love there. Nothing but full support. Nothing but full support. And truth, faith, confidence, and love. It's clarified by the Three of Cups and the Ace of Cups. I literally got this everybody's happy, because the Three of Cups is not just you and the other person, but the dynamic of others in it. And it's the Lord of Abundance. It's the joy card. There's a certain amount of abundance of joy that comes along with the Three of Cups. Everybody can love each other and get along. A whole new beginning, right? Ace of Cups. To a total of Four of Cups. And 4 as a vibration is of stability and of the archangels, right? And you've got 2 of them here, helping you see the beauty and the magic, and the actual magic in seeing the beauty of time and healing and evolution. You love and approve of your old version, because not only did your old version of self get you to where you are, someone else's old version also morphed in that time. And if you can love them and approve of them now, when it was emotionally turbulent before, and you could say, you know what, this person has their shit together. This person is a leader. This person is an emperor of his life. They are an emperor of their life, and of their life. They have an extremely supportive and balanced alchemizing energy behind them. And they're allowing this beautiful truth, right? Queen of Swords is about truth from the heart space to come in and offer a coming together. That you don't actually have to do this alone. You never did. Whatever it is you're doing, you're in a position of healing, loving, and approving of yourself. You have taken on a task from way in your past to prove that you can love and approve of yourself. And now that you have reached the moment of loving and approving of yourself, the person who has loved you and approved of you the entire time, I'm going to say the entire time, is still there. Is still there, supportive of you. And saying, hey, we can clear this out now. I can see a beautiful unfolding if you can. Trust the beautiful unfolding that I see. And you can see it clearly now. You can see the progress so clearly that you can trust it. That there's nothing terrible. That there's nothing terrible that would come from literally bringing this person back into your life, back into the fold, back into your experience. I feel like they are a divinely stabilizing energy in ways you can't even imagine. Whoever this presence is so pronounced, and their love and admiration for your highest good and the highest good of those you care about is so distinct with the energy I'm pulling off this reading. There is nothing but love that is going to overflow by the end. I would be super fucking surprised if love was just not ready to pour the fuck out in ridiculous amounts with the choices you're making come the end of the month. The universe is pouring opportunity and blessing out for you to receive. And to be completely fair, Cancer, I think you're so ready. I think you're so ready to take whatever burden you've been carrying and let it go. You're not a terrible person. You didn't make terrible choices, because terrible choices can't be undone, but these ones aren't terrible. These ones can't not be undone. Your love and your trust and your faith in the witnessing that you've had in regards to others and their evolution, just like yours, is huge. Being blessed with the rebirth, the view of rebirth, and how powerful people can be in that energy when they choose to come together. There is nothing but love here. Even the two cards in the middle, 4 and 2, is 6. And 6 is the vibration of unconditional love. People all get freaked out over 666. You literally have 666 present here. But it is the vibration of unconditional love, and only the devil would tell you it's otherwise. Only the devil would have you convinced that unconditional love is something you need to fear. So, with that said, if someone has shown you unconditional love, and that no matter what emotional turbulence or what history you've had with them in this life or any other, that they are still supportive of you and willing to come together and help you heal and the lives of others heal, because their heart's that big. God, even Archangel Raziel has a full fucking beard. This person is wise beyond their fucking years, and their soul, believe it or not, is fucking magic. There is a rhyme and a reason to every person's life that they touch. Because you had a goal when you came into this life to love and approve of yourself, and without them, you would have never sought that journey. You have never been propelled in that direction. And now that you have finally reached it within yourself, it's almost like that moment where the student comes back to the teacher and be like, you'll never believe all this stuff and that I've learned and I've become, and it's amazing, and blah, blah, blah. And the teacher looks at you with a smile and says, you know what? I just knew they had it in them all along. I just knew. And I'm so glad to have them in front of me, right? Because they're not saying this to the excited person who's grown out loud. They're smiling inside, loving that the other person is telling them about how beautiful they feel they are, and that they've become an amazing person they can love and approve of. And they know that if they hadn't been the way they were on a soul level, even if that means that they were thrown off the cliff, doesn't mean they didn't love you the same way the entire time. So, until next time, Divine Rebel Racy signing off. Remember, always love each other, and most importantly, love and approve of yourself. Bye, everybody.